if one man was going to really play this role, it had to have been Nicolas Cage. The level of crazy motherfucker, badass, no, not even necessarily crazy motherfucker, the level of badass motherfucker that happens in this movie is just, if anyone was going to play it, it was Nicolas Cage. Okay? So, like, that's just all there is to it. Hey guys, this is the officially unofficial Geek Channel Review Monday. And we're here. Last couple review Mondays we've done, I have been reviewing books. Well, today I am going to review a movie, maybe something else. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to review a movie, and I'm also going to review a comic trade. So that's what we're doing for Review Mondays. So first off, we're going to talk about the movie, actually. That movie is the new Nicolas Cage film, Willy's Wonderland. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, so this is an action horror film. If you want to watch it, it's on Hulu, and I will, definitely mention that again by the end of the video. So what happens is there's this, town that has this animatronic, kind of funhouse kind of thing where you've got like it's kind of like Showbiz Pizza or Chuck E. Cheese, where you can play games and have pizza, and you have the animatronics perform for you, and it's all like woohoo fun. Unfortunately, this thing has been run down for many years, and many people have gone in there and been killed or ended up missing. So what happens is what Nicolas Cage is playing a loner character. And I'm not just saying this because it's my opinion. I'm saying that because it actually says Nicolas Cage is playing a loner in this film. And so what you end up seeing is Nicolas Cage is driving his Camaro down the road, and he's having some fun, and he ends up hitting some spikes in the road, and all of his tires go flat. Not fun. So he gets the help of a tow truck and that kind of thing to help them, deal with all that. And well, he finds out this town is so small it can't even take a credit card for helping him get new tires and do everything that he has to do to get the hell out of there. Now, let's talk about Nicolas Cage's character here for a second. He's not talking at all. Okay, so Nicolas Cage, if you were wondering if Nicolas Cage can carry an entire movie not having one actual line of dialogue, if you were wondering if that was possible, just grunts and sighs and emoting and doing things, if you're wondering if Nicolas Cage can carry an entire movie not uttering one full single word, if you're wondering if that was possible, I tell you now that it was. Yeah. Nicolas Cage, holy crap. Is there anything that this man cannot do? Like, he is epic on so many levels, will act the shit out of everything, okay? And just, he doesn't even have to say a fucking word. He doesn't have to even say a fucking word, and we're sitting there, I mean, me in particular, and I know my boyfriend enjoyed it very much, sitting there glued to the television, watching what he does. Okay, so anyways, Nicolas Cage, who doesn't talk, is in quite the pickle in regards to his Camaro. His Camaro that has all four tires flat because of there being spikes in the middle of the road. So he can't pay because there's no ATMs in town. And so this guy comes along. This guy's like, okay, so you can work it off. Okay, so he's like, yeah, mm-hmm, I'll work it off. And so they take him to Willy's Wonderland, which he finds out has been shut down for years because of all the, a bunch of bad stuff that had been happening there. And this guy is now the owner, and he wants to get it cleaned up so that he can reopen it. And Nicolas Cage's character's job, the loner, is to go in and spend the entire night cleaning and one night's work is going to get him the 4 new tires and any other work that needs to be done on the car in that time. So he takes this deal and he goes inside, and they chain and lock him inside. So he goes in there, and Willy's Wonderland, he starts working. And what's really funny about this is that the guy is, telling him and showing him around before they go and chain him inside. And they're like, you know what? Pace yourself. The good thing is you should just take frequent breaks and pace yourself. So he sets this alarm to let him know when it's time for a break. And he goes and he takes a break and he drinks a soda, and then, eventually he plays a round of pinball and goes back to work once the alarm goes off again. And so you have this other group of kids that is fully aware of the reputation of Willy's Wonderland being a bad place, and they want to destroy it. They want to burn it down. And you have, they are aware that Nicolas Cage's character is inside. Well, what's happening there is they are going to go and they're going to get him out. They're going to rescue him, and then they're going to burn the place down. So that's their plan. So Nicolas Cage's character, the loner, is in there, and he starts having experiences involving the animatronics, and that's where all the action happens. And basically we have what the loner, Nicolas Cage's character, is doing in regards to just getting through the night so that he can get his car back and leave. And then you have the group of kids trying to do what they can do to get him out and destroy the entire building so that they can destroy the evil that is in their town. And the whole question is what is the evil, and how are either party going to defeat it? So this is a really great film, and I'm not going to tell you any more about it because I want you to actually go out and go to Hulu and watch it. Like I said, Nicolas Cage is absolutely fantastic in this role, and he doesn't have to say a word. The other supporting characters are really great, really interesting. They all have that whole small town, like creepy small town. Not that every small town is creepy. I am from a small town that's not creepy at all. But the whole horror film, small town creepy kind of thing going on. And it's really good. I really enjoyed it. And I think I'm going to watch it again because this is it's amazing. It seems like Nicolas Cage just hits out of the park no matter what he does, and it's crazy. So, I don't really have a scale to do this. Maybe I need to figure out a scale, maybe on 4 stars or whatever like that, and that seems pretty lame. Maybe I need to come up with something else that's more special to the channel. But for right now, I'm just gonna say it is coming highly recommended by me to watch Willy's Wonderland on Hulu. Nicolas Cage is fantastic. Willy's Wonderland on Hulu. Watch it if you like horror films, if you like kind of absurd horror films, if you like stuff that also kind of makes you laugh from time to time, while also being a horror film. You're gonna like it. Um, so yeah, so definitely comes recommended by me. Really good, fun, exciting. Yeah, yeah. So that's Willy's Wonderland. But the other thing I'm going to talk to you today is another thing. It's kind of a book, but it's actually a comic trade. Heroes in Crisis. Oh my goodness. Okay, so um, in the book here, on the back it says there's never been a crisis like this. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about this. I'm going to just kind of read from the back for you because, you don't have it in front of you, and I do. Welcome to Sanctuary, constructed in secret by Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. The facility is a hospital like no other. Here, superheroes reeling from their fight against evil use cutting-edge artificial intelligence to process their trauma and return to the never-ending battle. But the sanctuary is about to be violated. That's just a little bit about what the back says about Sanctuary and Heroes in Crisis. Now, this is some heavy stuff, okay? I could sit here and say that I really enjoyed it, and yes, I really did enjoy it, but it's one of those things where it's like, I have to tell you, it's some really heavy stuff. I think it was an important story to tell, especially where there's the continuing taboo of mental health awareness um, in our world as it is in society. Um, I think that it was a very important story to tell because number one, because of that, um, and it was well written and well done and well. It presented mental health awareness issues well. Um, so basically, what you got going on is murder is about ready to come, and nobody really. You have some people that think Harley Quinn did it, and then you have some people that think Booster Gold did it. And Harley Quinn thinks Booster Gold did it. Booster Gold thinks Harley Quinn did it. And there is somebody that did it. And I'm not going to tell you who it is because I'm not going to give it away. But somebody did, you find out right away in the beginning of the book, somebody has killed basically practically everyone seeking treatment at that particular moment at Sanctuary. And like I said, some people think Harley Quinn did it. Some people think Booster Gold did it. And each Booster Gold and Harley Quinn both think each other did it. And it's basically you have a lot of storytelling happening, before that moment, and basically what Sanctuary was to everyone, and the idea of Sanctuary. Then you have the idea of Sanctuary not being a secret anymore, and getting out to the media, and media like talking about it and everything like that. And there's this really inspiring, wonderful speech that Superman presents, talking about all this stuff, like being aware of mental health issues, and what it's like to be a hero, and deal with everything that you've seen and done, and or you've seen other people do, or that kind of thing. So it is one of the more epic stories that I have read, just in importance factor. I mean, I really loved Joker War for what it was. But I gotta tell you, this Heroes in Crisis book, like, it is all the accolades that it has gotten is deserved. It tells a very important story about taking care of yourself and others, and it tells an important story about mental health awareness and releasing the goddamn stigma involving people wanting to get help in regards to whatever's going on for them. We got to release the stigma off of this, because I know it really affected me. It was a really heavy read, because you know what? I I suffer from anxiety and depression. I've done what I can, and I have many people in my life that also have these issues, and some of them have gotten help and some of them have not. And it's really tough to, when society does place the stigma on people wanting to get help, for not feeling good, you know. It's really hard for people to understand that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay. It's okay to not be okay. And this really tackles that whole entire thing. And it's a great story, and it's pretty tragic, and it is a rough read, but it's an important read. And you know, I just want to say, like, if you are suffering from mental illness issues and you're getting help, well then great for you, good for you. Keep being diligent, keep being understanding of yourself, and keep at it, because not every day has to be horrible, and not every day has to be great. Not every day gets to be great. Not every day gets to be terrible. And the thing is we people like me, and I'm speaking directly to those people right now. People like me, and people like you that deal with this sort of thing. Whether you're dealing with it directly, and you are are the are the person that's dealing with issues of not feeling okay from time to time, or if you're a person that loves someone that doesn't feel okay all the time. Because I personally, I gotta tell you guys, I'm personally someone that does both. Um, I'm a person that's not okay all the time, and I also care very deeply for people that I love, people that aren't okay all the time either. Um, and it took a long time for me as a person to admit that I was not okay enough, that I needed help. And I'm not exactly sure exactly why it was so hard for me to do the one thing um, that was the best thing for me to do. And um, the best thing for me to do was to be like, you know what? I don't necessarily know what's going on here, but you know what? Maybe I need to talk to someone that does. And it was like, in I had, dabbled in that concept here and there for like a few years now, and let me tell you, it really, really found a footing for me at the beginning of this pandemic. Um, but I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to tell you my entire life history involving my depression, my anxiety. Um, I'm going to tell all of you it's okay to not be okay. Um, and you are all important, and we're all important in our own way. And that even got even more. Um, Reading Heroes in Crisis was really heavy. It was really heavy work, but it was important work, because it 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 um, it renewed my sense of resolve. Um, it wasn't just entertaining. It was entertaining. It was entertaining. Yes, It was entertaining to read that trade, to read that book. It was entertaining, but it was also important, and I really needed it. A little bit of a fuel on the fire here, and instead of just doing one review with this, I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to share that with you guys, because I really didn't get in. I mean, I didn't take the opportunity. It's not an issue of me not having the opportunity. I didn't take the opportunity to really say anything back in May during um, the Mental Health Awareness Month. I didn't take the opportunity to do that. So better late than never. Here I am. Read Heroes in Crisis if you're into that sort of thing. It's really great. It's great to renew that concept in yourself, to be kind to yourself and take time and be there for yourself. So that's it for officially unofficial geek channel review Mondays. Thank you for sitting with me and taking the last 20 some odd minutes to talk to listen to me talk about Willy's Wonderland, which is highly recommended. You want to find that on Hulu. The immaculate Nicolas Cage, and also taking the time to sit with me and hear me talk about Heroes in Crisis, DC paperback. Check it out. Your local comic book store that sells comic book trades. Always try to shop small first before going to bigger stores. I believe I bought this at a smaller chain in the area, so it was really great to be able to do that rather than having to go to Amazon or anything like that. So, all right, so you guys, this has been Review Mondays. Thank you for joining me today, and I'm your host, Carrie Quinn, as always, for the officially unofficial geek channel here on YouTube. Please check us out on Facebook. Please follow me on Twitter. Please like, subscribe, share, comment below if you've watched Willy's Wonderland or if you have read Heroes in Crisis, and let me know what you guys think, and maybe we can start a discussion here. Never mind, you never know. All right, so take care of yourself. Remember, it is okay to not be okay, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye.